Let me introduce ASTW member Flip Byrnes, who is a finalist in our inaugural 2020 GTMA Global Travel Media Alliance Travel Writer Awards, sponsored by our friends at Accor. Congratulations, Flip.
Thank you so much, Alastair. I was so excited to be part of this and am very honoured to be part of the inaugural award.
Tell us a little bit about your work.
Sure. So I've been a freelance journalist for around 20 years. And I guess if I had a speciality, it would probably be adventure. I have an ancestor who's an Antarctic explorer, and I was the first Australian woman to climb and snowboard Elbrus, the highest in Europe. So I have a natural interest in that, but what I've written on has covered everything from in the newsroom, to dog fates, to food, culture, adventure. I'm a journalist first and foremost.
And your entry was quite wide-ranging, with 3 articles on a food festival in San Sebastian in Spain, the Berlin Wall, and the Daintree out in Queensland.
Yeah, that's right. It really was a mixed bag. So the first one that I'll take you to just quickly that you mentioned was the Berlin Wall.
And
there it is, the wall itself. And while I mentioned that adventure has been my speciality, I now have 2 small children under the age of 5. So this trip to Berlin was very provocative for us because my husband is German and his family were Berliners, and they left Berlin when the war came up. So this was his first trip into East Berlin. I guess you could say his own personal wall came down. And being there with my little ones proves that family travel doesn't have to be Disneyland. So I love taking them on lots of adventures. The second one was a food story in San Sebastian, and I love food. And I wish I could just eat any of those things there. And that was about learning how to eat like a local in San Sebastian. So there's a lot of etiquette to going into the tapas bars. So we explored that. And the final one was an active story. I had to have one in there. And this is on the Great Barrier Reef in Australia at the ASTW AGM. And we snorkeled out to this incredible, not often visited spot off Cape Tribulation, and then went mountain biking, which I'd never done before. So I always believe that travel is best, if it's transformative or discovering something new. So, I believe that I did those in all of those stories.
Well, our judges certainly liked them. And as I say, congratulations to you.
Very honoured. And thank you also to the sponsor, Accor, for offering such a generous prize, Alastair.